Hey everyone, just wanted to make a quick video. A lot of people have been asking me if they could use my character to practice animating or just to look at it to see how it's constructed. And I just wanted to let you know that if you have MOHO 12, it's already in the program. So all you need to do is, I like going to the File, Import, Characters, Partners, and then under Jeff Holland, Poptoogi base model. You can also access it through the library. If you click on the library, you can search for it that way. It's a little bit more, it's the same thing, characters, partners, Jeff Holland, and then right there you can see. And the library is really good because you can actually see thumbnail previews of all the characters. And there's dozens and dozens of them in there, so I suggest checking that out. But here's my base character. I've taken out a lot of the switch layers, but I've kept a bunch of them in there, so it's kind of a mini character creator also. This character is already rigged, and also if you go into the layers, you can change the hairstyles. I have about 12 different ones that I added in here. All of these are connected to the character through switch layers, so even if you change the hairstyle, it'll move with the character, so you don't have to re-rig anything. I have different facial hair, about 10 of those, and also I even have headgear. You'll want to put on the default short hairstyle, and then you can use the headgear, turn that on, and I've got a combat helmet, a beret, baseball cap, and eye patch. And again, all connected and ready to use. So you don't have to do anything as far as rigging is concerned. And you can take that off. I think, I have facial accessories, just a couple, just a bandana over the mouth, and one for around the head, Rambo style, and then glasses. And let me take off that headgear so you can see the glasses, and that moves with the character also. So I can make a completely different looking character. I can change the hairstyle. I can change the nose if I want. And I have just a few different ones. But the other thing is that this character is also has color styles on it. So if you go up to styles and click hair color and change the hair color, you can see it changes even the where's his eyebrows? Oh, I turned them off on accident. Even though they're on different layers, since they're all set to that color style, they'll all change at the same time. So you don't have to go in and color anything differently. And also, you can do that with skin color, skin tone, go under swatches and change to skin PNG, and then just pick the color you want for your character. You can hold shift down and then pick the stroke for that style. You can see around his face and hands and stuff, it's changing. And the same goes with the shirt. Where's the shirt? Change that. You can hold shift down again and change the stroke of that style. Pants. Same thing. And even the shoes, I've got two different settings for the shoes. So just this primary color, and then there's a secondary color also you can change. So I think, yeah. So you can change that too. Just make it the same as his shirt. That looks weird. We'll leave him white. So again, all of these changes that you make on frame 0 just stay with the animation. So you can actually make a whole animation and then change it afterwards. A couple other things. There are 2 bone layers in the characters I make. That's just how I make them. There's one for the character himself and his body, which does the walking and all that stuff. And then I have a second layer with the face, which has the complete eye rig. So if we go to frame 1, you can see you can animate the eyelids together. Oops. Make sure you grab the bottom of the bone to move them around. You can do the same with the eyebrows. Move those together or independently. Ooh. They all have control handles and stuff on there. But I also have a couple of smart bone actions for blinking. Just makes it a lot easier to just do. This is connected to the head, so wherever your character is, these will be floating off to the side, and the eye expressions go from happy to angry and neutral, kind of in between. Just makes it a little easier if you're trying to do those really fast. You don't have to get into the face. Eye position, I just have it floating out here. I used to have it on the face, but it's easier just to have it out here and move it wherever I need. That's just how I do it. Some people do it differently. I find that's pretty easy to work with. The switch layer for the mouths, this is a smart bone action as well. This is how I used to lip sync. You don't need to do that anymore. You actually can. Let me go to frame 0. I'm gonna just delete that bone from the head because you don't need that. You can actually be in the timeline, go up to Window in MOHO 12, and go to Switch Selection, and then click on the mouths. Then you have this window that has all the pictures of your switch layers, which is really nice. So I can go through the timeline and then just pick the picture. So it's much easier to do. I'm sorry. Like that. And same goes with, I have the hands. You'll notice if you use this that there's bones floating off the sides. Those are also smart bone actions to control the hand positions. I only have 5 different hands in there, but again, you can use the switch selection tool to do this. I personally like having these bones floating by the hands, so I can animate the hands, and then that bone's always going to be right next to it, so I can then pick my other one like that. And you can add on to any of these switch layers, the artwork. So if you go into, let's say you want to make a new hairstyle of your own, click on hairstyles, choose one you want to start from. Let's do this one, duplicate it on frame 0, then we can call this new hair. And then you can add points, you can readjust it any way you want on frame 0, because these are all connected to that switch layer. So it doesn't matter. Just pretend this looks really cool. I know it looks ridiculous, but yeah, that's super smooth. Just pretend that's a cool hairstyle. And now it's in there. So it moves along with the character. You don't have to redo anything as far as rigging is concerned. You just have to recreate some new artwork on top of the character and it's good to go. But I'm going to delete that because that looks horrible. And there you have a new character, and it's kind of you can do a couple other things to make it even more different. I don't know why the hairstyle changed, but that's okay. So we have this character, and then you can do other things like on frame 1 in the body bone layer, you can click on the top of the bones to stretch the character out a little bit, make him a little taller. Do the same with the legs and arms if you want. So the character is actually a little different than another one. And then make sure you save. We'll call this new dude. And then we can import a different character. Import character partners Jeff Hall and Poptoogi. And I'm going to erase that guy's walk cycle. And You can see he's a little taller right there. So now we have two different characters that are ready to go. Now you can see he's good to go. Now the thing is, if you try and import two characters made from this same base model, you're gonna get two different styles popping up here. So there's different skin tones and this and that. So you can go in and alter this second character, but be careful, it can crash because MOHO doesn't, I don't think it likes having styles named exactly the same thing. So we'll see if this crashes or not. I'll try and change the skin tone of the second character. So let me go into skin tone. So I can change his skin color and find the second hair, change that, make him a redhead. And now we have a different character. So you can go and change the styles of the second character, but just be aware that this can cause crashing. So when you're messing around and have multiple characters, be sure to save your work often. Again, this character can be modified. If I hit T, I can make him a little taller too, or shorter. And there you go. You have two different characters that you can animate with. And I think that's it. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below. Also, if you want to leave me questions on my Facebook page, just go to Facebook and just type in Poptoogi. It's easier for me to answer questions there just because I get message alerts there, and sometimes they get lost in the YouTube comments. And I just wanted to say a big thank you to all of my subscribers. I can't believe anybody watches my videos. I really appreciate the comments and the love I get from people. It's really awesome. And I wanted to say I really appreciate you guys watching. Again, this is just something that you should be aware of on MOHO 12. It's already there. And definitely check out the library. The library is super awesome. Many people forget about it or don't know about it. I sometimes forget about it, but there's tons of stuff in there. You can go through the library here and access it. I'm just used to going through the file and import and then checking out these things. You can go and they even have backgrounds. A lot of people are always asking, how do I make a background? How do I do this? They have a whole bunch right here for you to start off with. So you can go to backgrounds. I can put it desert, import that, drop that underneath, and we have a scene ready to go. And there's special effects in there. There's smoke, fire. I put a couple of things in from my tutorials that you guys might like. The Super Saiyan summoning spell is in there. Smoke, the speed lines, things like that. So definitely check all that stuff out. But yeah, basically that's it. Just wanted to say thank you and for watching, and wanted you guys to be aware that you can play around with this character as much as you want. If you do use this, if you want to use this for like your videos, that's totally cool. If you can make them, try and make the characters a little different looking than mine though, just because I use these characters for my tutorials and I don't want people to mix up my videos with other people's. So just be aware of that. Just, you know, if you can, give me a little shout out, you know, a little props. If not, that's cool too.
Whatever, I do what I want.
You know, I'm just glad you guys are watching and are interested in what I do. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.